All right, my name is James Schmidt, and we are going to learn about the social stories with smartboard technology. This is an evidence-based practice by Zinn and Sutman's article using the smartboard and teaching social stories to students with autism. While they used it specifically for teaching students with autism, this can be used for a number of different students as a way to help them learn new behaviors and social skills. We have 6 steps in integrating these social stories. Step 1, in this presentation, we're going to go through all of them. Step 1, identifying the target behavior. What do you need your student to learn? In the article, they use the example of raising a student's hand in class. There was a student who had been talking out of turn, humming to get the teacher's attention. They used this strategy to help them learn how to raise your hand and how that's an effective means to do it. They also had an example of a student playing with friends at recess. How do you engage in those social interactions? For today's PowerPoint, we're going to talk about the social skill of effectively washing your hands. I think that's a prudent thing to talk about in this day and age, and I think there's a lot of students that can learn from this targeted behavior. So step 2 is you're going to develop a social story. So you're going to take that targeted behavior, and then you're going to explain why that's an important thing to do. So for my example here, before I go to lunch, I wash my hands. I rinse my hands, add 2 pumps of soap, and scrub for 20 seconds. I can hum the ABCs while I wash to make sure I wash for 20 seconds. When I wash my hands well, I help myself clean off all the germs so I can stay happy and healthy. From that social story, we are going to make a PowerPoint. And each of the slides would have one little part of that social story. In my example here on the left, I wash my hands for 20 seconds. It's a good example of the student or the person lathering up their hands, getting ready to rinse them off. You can include text, pictures, songs, all types of different media in the slideshow, just to make it exciting for the students. Now, step 4 is using self-modeling. So you watched others do it in the slideshow. Now you can capture pictures of your student modeling the desired behavior and then putting those images into your slideshow. Here we have a picture of my daughter. She's washing her hands. I captured her lathering her hands up for 20 seconds and going to watch. And it's just a good way for students to actually see themselves doing the desired behaviors. Step 5 is to present that on a smartboard. So with a smartboard, it allows the students to interact with the images and the media. So for example, on the picture on the left side of the screen here with my daughter, you could ask the student, how is she lathering her hands, or circle the soap, or different things to key in on the activities and the actions that she's doing that we are looking for, and allows the students to interact. You can also include different video clips, songs. This is a song that you could use to help your students understand how long 20 seconds is. I think it's a fun little video. Let's take a look. So that is a good example of a song that you could incorporate into it to help the students enjoy what you're doing. Finally, what you're going to do on step 6 is practice that skill in a social environment. So the kids need to learn how to do this skill, on a regular basis before snack time, before lunch. And what you're going to do is allow the students to practice during that time. As a teacher, you can monitor your success by observing the student and then collecting the data. So for example, on mine, during hand washing, you could time your student to see how long they wash their hands. You could make sure that they're using 2 pumps of soap and that their hands are actually lathering. And you can keep track of that data to see how well they're progressing throughout. This can be used with any number of different social skills, and this was just one example, but it's a good way to reinforce to the students what desired behavior you want, to monitor that, and then to see and help them see how it is helping them. Thank you.